you guys heard me talk enough today.
Down here in the middle, Rolly.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job.
One more round of applause for Rolando Romero, the WBA welterweight champion of the world. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we get ready for Saturday, May 31st. Two of the sport's most exciting stars will co-headline matchups coming up on Saturday, May 31st from Michelob Ultra Arena at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. In the main event, we have the WBA super middleweight champion. He's the interim champion, Caleb Plant, taking on the Mexican knockout artist Armando Resendiz. In the co-main event, undefeated two-division world champion Jermall Charlo battles the determined contender Thomas Lamana in a 10-round super middleweight matchup. The action begins 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. It is free on Prime Video for all Prime members in the United States and select countries. Tickets are available on AXS.com. Also, this is a 4-fight televised card. What a matchup in the middleweight division. Yoneli Feliciano Hernandez matches up against Kyron Davis. That one in a 10-round matchup. Plus, rising contender Isaac Lucero duels the hard-hitting Luis Omar Valenzuela in a 10-round all-Mexican showdown of unbeaten super welterweights. What a night that we are anticipating on Saturday, May 31st. It is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And I want to bring up the promoter of Saturday, May 31st, the man who deserves his rightful place in the International Boxing Hall of Fame, knows boxing better than anybody on the planet. Here is the double-digit victories in consecutive succession. Very determined, going after victory number 40. Ladies and gentlemen, from Millville, New Jersey, a very popular fighter on the East Coast, once again bringing his talents to Las Vegas. Here is Thomas Cortlake Lamana.
First off, I want to thank God for getting me here, giving me this opportunity. Thank you, Louis DeCubas, for the opportunity. Thank you, Jermall, for the opportunity. Tom Brown, TGB. I'm just grateful to be here. Professionally and personally, I'm not supposed to be here. God's giving me another opportunity. And like Tom Brown said, I went over Jermall and Charlo. It changed my life, wholeheartedly changed my life. So I'm glad to be here. I'm glad he's here. And like we said before, May 31st, we're going to rumble. And, the best man going to win. So see you on May 31st. Thank you.
Thomas Cornflake Lamana, very determined indeed. And a third division at 168 pounds. He last fought in November of 2023, earning a unanimous decision victory over Jose Benavidez Jr. Looking forward to seeing him back inside the ring. He's undefeated, 33 wins, including 22 of those coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the two-division world champion, Jermall Charlo.
Thank God for allowing me to step in the ring again. It's been a journey, long time coming. I don't like to keep saying that I'm back, but y'all get it. You get the concept. I'm going up to 168 to make a statement. Thank you, Thomas Romero, for taking the fight. I've been focused. I've been locked in. Bro, you can turn it around, bro. What I'm saying? Much respect to you, bro. You goddamn. I want to get this fight out the way and then possibly get it on with Caleb Plant if that's possible. So I got some big things in the plans in the work. So y'all keep it locked, man. Thank y'all. Lines on you.
California with the aforementioned Manny Robles. He happens to be the first professional fighter from his hometown of Monterrey, Mexico, to be headlining a massive event in Las Vegas. He has been tremendous. Started off his career on an 8-fight knockout streak and also owns a 2023 stoppage win over former unified world champion Jared Hurd. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Mexico, Armando Resendiz.
Hola, me siento muy contento con esta oportunidad. Muy agradecido estoy con Dios por tenerme donde me tiene, muy agradecido con PBC por esta oportunidad. Agradecido también con mi equipo de trabajo, Manny Robles, que siempre ha estado ahí conmigo, mi manager, Jesse Rodríguez, que también me ha estado apoyando. Muchas gracias a todo mi pueblo, a todo Nayarit, a todo México, a todas las personas que creen en mí. Les digo que yo también creo en mí, y con que mi familia, mis padres, mis hermanos, mis amigos crean en mí, ya salimos ganando con eso. Muy contento por representar a mi estado y vamos a darlo todo.
I'm very glad to have this opportunity. Thank you for having me. And I would like to thank God, first of all, for bringing me here. I'm also very thankful with PBC, with Manny Robles, with my manager, Jesse Rodriguez, my entire team that's allowed me to be where I am today. I'm also, really happy with the fact that I get to represent Nayarit, my hometown. I get to represent Mexico. I get to represent my people. That means the world to me. That means the world to me. So, I'm here to stay. I want you to know that I am capable of everything inside the ring, that I have what it takes to win. And, can't wait to see what May 31st brings. It's going to be a great show.
Is the reigning and defending interim WBA super middleweight champion of the world with an outstanding record consisting of 23 wins, 14 of those coming by way of knockout, opposite 2 defeats. This man is truly a throwback fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Caleb Grant.
What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all showing up today. That's my great. I want to thank all the media coming out today. I want to thank Al Heyman, my manager Luis DeCubis, PBC, Prime Video, and May 31st. It's going to be fireworks. It's going to be a good show. We got a big co-main event. Got some other killers on the undercard as well. So from top to bottom, it's a stacked card. It's going to be some good fights. Me and my team, we've been working really hard to ensure that we step on Armando in impressive fashion, get my hand raised, and then go on about our business. So make sure you tune in. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a show, and I'm going to step on it. Thank you.
Caleb Grant, ladies and gentlemen, as he mentioned, what an outstanding at this World Championship ice fighter, but how much have you missed being in this limelight?
I just miss boxing, period. Miss training, getting up and just focusing on just boxing, and I'm back to doing it at the highest level.
Jermall, here at super middleweight, how are you feeling at this weight? As you continue to progress, 2-division world champion, you're undefeated, but how are you feeling here in the super middleweight division?
I haven't fought at super middleweight yet, so the sky's the limit. I'm used to getting up, having to, go make weight and staying focused. So maybe that can make me better or worse. You never know. I'm focused. So, I'm training every day. Just working, just all work. Staying focused, and nothing can bother me anymore.
Has it made training a bit more enjoyable because you're not necessarily worried about, I got to get down to weight. Obviously, you have to make weight, but this is a higher weight class for you?
Nah, it made training kind of interesting because now I'm sparring bigger guys. I'm in there training with bigger guys. I'm actually able to, lift more now. I'm actually, squatting way more than I ever did. I'm using my body better than I ever used it. So but 160 wasn't that bad. 154, we did what we had to do there too. But at 168, I feel comfortable. I feel like this is the weight division that I'm in my career.
You spoke about your power. Are we going to see the most explosive and powerful Jermall Charlo on Saturday, May 31st?
Most definitely. Most definitely. You're going to see me go out and be more explosive than you ever seen me before in my life.
Now, Thomas, for you, when you hear that he's going to be the most explosive, the most powerful that he's ever been in, you know, he has.
He's supposed to say that.
He's had a lengthy resume, but I know that you want to fight the best, act their best. So, in your mind, do you believe that we are going to get Jermall Charlo at his absolute apex?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. He's a two division world champion. He's been at the top level. You know what I mean? So like he's been there. You know what I mean? So I can't take that away from him. You know what I mean? But like he said, you know, he's never fought at super middleweight. I wouldn't necessarily say I have either, but you know, you know, that's what we fight the fights for. You know, we could talk about what we're doing, what we're not going to do, how we're training, what we're doing. I spar bigger guys too. That's not going to win a fight. The fight is going to win the fight. You know.
During the virtual press.
Yeah, he's supposed to say that.
Thomas, during the virtual press conference, things got a little bit tense, I would say, between both you and Jermall. Was that just gamesmanship, the fact that you guys were to step inside the ring and collide on May 31st?
I don't know what the fuck that shit was, to be honest. I don't know what that was. But, you know, I was just dancing his beat.
You know what it was? You know what it was? It was me answering back from all your little rants. You want to FaceTime? You want to FaceTime me? I don't want to FaceTime you. You want to call me up tomorrow, tell me to get on the phone. I don't want to get on the phone with you. I don't know you do. You want to, you know, you keep writing me on Instagram, writing me on Facebook.
So write me back.
You all in
Write me back.
I don't be on that shit like that. And on top of that, stop writing me. You got some other shit to do. Go train, go do something. I'm busy. Fuck, you keep writing me. You gonna make it happen and shut up.
What you see?
What you saying? Shut up.
What you see?
What you saying?
What?
You talking about? Stop writing.
I'll write you later. I'll thank you later.
Thomas, not to give too much away of your game plan, but is that mind game, so to speak, that you're trying to play?
No. I want to know what the fuck I'm doing. He put me on ice since the end of September. So I want to know what we're doing. I want to know when we fighting. We're supposed to fight on the 10 card. You know, so, you know, I just want to know what we're doing. That's it. I wasn't getting answers. I wanted answers. I needed answers. That's all. I'm not trying to play mind games. Like he said, I don't know him, he don't know me. It's not nothing like that. Just want to know what we're doing. That's all. But I do know we fight May 31st, and that's all I need to know. And that's it.
Jermall, one more for you. What kind of statement are you looking to make against Thomas Lamont on May 31st?
I'm going to do my job. I'm going to do my job. Like I said, I got bigger fights and bigger fish to fry. I'm not overlooking Lamont. I know he's training for Jermall Charlo. I've been at this level for a while. I know how they come at me. You know, Bregman sit right there. He'll tell you I stand up to the challenge every fucking time. I'm not worried about what Lamont of time. I start writing you, nigga. That's all I gotta say. Stop writing.
Just write back.
I ain't gotta write you back. Stop writing.
It was one time. It was right
Weirdo.
back.
You weird, weirdo.
You weirdo.
Well, I guarantee you they're going to be throwing punches on May 31st. They may not be running, but they're going to be throwing punches.
Too emotional.
On May 31st.
Too emotional. Shut up.
All right, well now it is main event time as we bring up, and I'm going to speak with Armando Resendiz. You can sit right there. But Armando, you know, obviously a massive opportunity for you taking on Caleb Plant, a man who has been in there against the world's best, world champion, and continues to rise and show why he is among the top of the heap in the sport of boxing. But how big of an opportunity is this for you heading into this matchup?
Bueno, Armando, tenés una oportunidad enorme enfrente tuyo, enfrentándote a Caleb Plant, un campeón del mundo que también se ha enfrentado a oponentes de un gran calibre. ¿Qué representa esta oportunidad para vos en tu carrera?
Pues la verdad que es un gran reto, es por lo que hemos estado trabajando yo creo mucho tiempo. Es una gran oportunidad, la verdad que me siento muy contento con eso y vamos a hacer nuestro trabajo.
This is a big challenge, absolutely, but I also see this as a great opportunity. I'm gonna lean on the work that I've been doing so far, and you're gonna see my best out there. I'm really happy to be here.
Caleb, for you, you've been, main evented, and here we go yet again in Las Vegas. But you said during your opening comments that you're going to step on this guy. There is an edge, there is a vibe that I'm getting out from you that, I feel like you just continue to get sharper and really want to showcase how great you truly are. When you say you want to step on him, what does that mean?
I don't want to, I'm going to. But like I said, this is his big moment. I know he's coming with everything he's got, but there's levels to this, and I'm gonna show him that. And I'm gonna handle business in impressive fashion, and then we'll go from there, like I said. But whatever he's got planned, whatever plan he's formulating with him and his team, best of luck, because you're gonna need it.
You guys sparred before, and we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago, but for the media that is just joining us and fans around the world, can you shed light on that sparring session? Do you take anything away from it?
I'm not going to expand on it. I spoke on it once. If you want to hear about it, you can go watch that press conference, the virtual press conference. And other than that, keep the sparring between us. And but he remembers, he knows. So.
Armando, for you, when he says that he's going to defeat you in decisive fashion, how do you take those words?
Armando, ¿qué le dice que hay niveles? Y vos no estás a ese nivel, y que además te va a vencer de una manera potente, convincente. ¿Qué te generan esas palabras?
Motivación. Eso solamente me da más motivación. Yo nunca he sido de hablar mucho. A mí me gusta más hacerlo con hechos, demostrarlo. Y esto es un comienzo para mí, y vamos a hacer lo mejor el 31 en la noche.
You know what? It gives me fuel. It gives me motivation. That's what it does. And besides, I'm not a talker. I'm a doer. I'm going to talk with my fists. And then on May 31st, it's going to mark a new chapter, a new beginning in my career. It's going to be great. You'll see.
Caleb, for you, with being a world champion and having done what you have accomplished in your career, is this the most hungry that you've ever been?
I don't know about the most ever. I've always been hungry. I've always been driven. It's not just about, obviously we got to feed our families, right? And I'm really good at what I do, so I deserve to be compensated for that. But above and beyond that, I'm a competitor. I feel like I'm a fierce competitor, and I'm driven. I want to win. I'm a winner. I'm a winner in life. And so regardless of the money or the fame, that's not like, especially the fame, I don't really care about a lot of stuff like that. I care about getting my hand raised in impressive fashion, seeing how many world titles I can rack up before my time expires, seeing how far I can take it. And, I spoke on it backstage before in an interview, I got a family now. I got a daughter, I got a son on the way, and showing them firsthand what hard work looks like. A lot of times we tell our kids things, but we don't always show them what it looks like. And kids don't listen to what we say, they listen to what we do. And so showing Charlie firsthand, showing our son firsthand that even if you fall short, you gotta get up, you gotta dust yourself off, you gotta go back to the drawing board and get back to work, come back strong. And Quentin's not in my blood, I'm a warrior. And whether it's winning in fashion or if I gotta go out on my shield, everybody watching this knows I'll do that. I'm not scared to go out on my shield because I'm a warrior at heart. And May 31st, that's exactly what you can see.
We're watching the super middleweight division evolve. How much do you want to make a definitive statement to prove why you are truly a man in the division?
I feel like I am the man of the division. And, obviously Canelo's still a super middleweight. He's still active, so he's got all the titles. So he's the man right now. And, I got a lot of respect for Canelo, a lot of love for Canelo. But I still feel like I'm the best super middleweight in the world. And until, that's my mentality, that's my thought process. And so May 31st, I'm gonna take another step of proving that. And then moving forward, end of the year, depending on, which one of y'all get y'all's hand raised, we can get it cracking on too. I ain't hard to find, I ain't hard to make a fight with. And so May 31st first. A lot of fighters make the mistake of looking past the opponent in front of them and looking on to what's going on down the road, and they wind up not even winning the fight in front of them. And we've seen that here recently. Shout out to my guy Rolly. And I won't make the same mistake. How many fight cards has there been where they put two guys on the same card and all you gotta do is win and you guys get to fight each other? And how many times have a fighter overlooked their opponent, messed that up? I will not make the same mistake.
Very focused Caleb Plant indeed. Armando Resendi's final question to you, and then we will go around the horn with the fighters. But how big of a win would this be for you in your entire career if you're able to get your hand raised and defeat the great Caleb Plant?
Bueno, Armando, por último, ¿qué tan significativo, qué tan enorme sería para vos, para tu carrera, si logras terminar con tu brazo alzado contra Caleb Plant el 31 de mayo?
No, pues sería muy importante para mí ganar esa pelea. Ahí está el futuro de mi familia, el futuro de mi esposa, el futuro de mis hijos. Y para mí esta pelea lo es todo. Voy a darlo todo esa noche y como se los he estado diciendo siempre, yo voy a dar un espectáculo y principalmente pues el público va a salir ganando.
It's going to be huge for me because this isn't just for me. It's my wife's future on the line. It's my kids' future on the line. My entire family is counting on me. I can't let them down.
Mine too. Mine too.
Él dice que
My
también,
kids too.
su familia también, y entonces que también le puedo anunciar al público que I'm going to let the crowd know that I'm going to put on a show. It's going to be fireworks out there. And I'm not about to let this opportunity pass me by. Like I said, it's a new beginning, and I want to get started.
Saturday, May 31st, it is PBC Championship Boxing on Prime Video, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Tickets are available at AXS.com. It is free for Prime members in the U.S. and select countries. Before we let these fighters get out of here and face off, Thomas Lamana, with your matchup against Jermall Charlo, your prediction, sir?
We just gonna have to see. I'm gonna shock the world. Yeah, I'm gonna shock the world.
Jermall Charlo, as you get ready to endeavor into the super middleweight division, looking to remain undefeated. How's the fight going to go down against Thomas Lamana?
I'm gonna leave with my hand raised.
Jermall Charlo, Thomas Lamana, good luck to them. Armando Resendi's your matchup against Caleb Plant. Your prediction?
Armando, tu predicción, tu vaticinio para la pelea contra Caleb el 31 de mayo.
And the new.
We don't even need to translate that, Martin. Thank you very much. And Caleb Plant, your prediction for May 31st.
And still, in an impressive fashion.
I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to this outstanding night of boxing. PBC Championship Boxing on Prime Video from Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. Looking forward to seeing all of you in the fighting capital of the world during fight week. And now we're going to pose the fighters on for face-offs and get them all set and ready to go. Thank you very much to all the fighters. Good luck. We will see you during fight week. And don't miss it. Saturday, May 31st, PBC Championship Boxing on Prime Video.
Back, please. At the cameras in the back, please. And down here, please.
Down here, in the center.
Okay, face off, please. All right.
That's right. That's right. Get up in there.
All right, you guys, thank you. We'll hold you for a minute and get a group shot. Let's go with Charlo and Lamont. All right. All right.
How about you now?
All right.
Ahí vergazo.
Okay, come on, come on.
And Stu. Still.
Stay out the
Viva
stage.
Mexico! Go Caleb Plant.
Stay right there. We'll do a group shot after we leave the other fight. All right, Jermall and Lamani, you guys gotta switch positions. Start
Down here in the center.
Whatever you want to do. Okay, we'll get a face off, please. Okay, one more out front, please. TV camera in the back, please. No. And down in front, please. Now.
Down here, Mo.
All right, let's show Caleb. No, Jermall, stay over there. Superintendent, come. Yeah, come. In the center. Caleb, come back in the center. Molly, you go on the other side of Caleb. Yeah. Caleb, you go next to Tom. Everybody look out back, please, by the TV camera in the back. Caleb out back, please. And everybody down here, please.
Down here in the center. Caleb.
And still.
Thomas down here. Thomas. Thomas down here.
Caleb, can you move up just a little bit for me?
Get that watch.
Down here.
So that watch.
Thomas, come on down here. Hang on. You guys.